With Siege, I did his little foxhole, dropped all his Iron Fang pikemen, direct line, needed a 9 to hit, boost, miss. I had Reinhold, got another shot, roll, boost again, miss. And this was, I feeded too. So this would have been like armor 14 against his armor like 9 with a boost damage. So it would have killed him. But I had my defender at least. So my defender, he rolled, boosted, missed. And I was like, ah, crap. Because I moved everything like, I was like, oh no. And so what remained of my army, I continued to attack. I killed about half the Iron Pikeman, but he forgot to feed as well, which gives everyone like a 4, 5, 6 tough save and like a boost defense and armor. It's like something ridiculous. I forget who he was. I can't remember names. So anyways, I try to block my caster a siege as best I can, and he moves in and he feeds and everything has like astronomically high like mats and everything, and siege lives. I don't know how that happened. And even the behemoth, when he attacked, both of his bombard attacks completely missed my long gunners. They like just scattered way off to the side, which I was like, what? And so I had a bunch of bad rolls. And then he had a bunch of bad rolls. And then we're like, ah. So then it was my turn again. And so my Black 13th moved up the flank. Oh, yeah, I think there was only like Lynch left. No, not Lynch. It was, it's not Ryan. Watts. There's only Watts left. I kind of moved up, attacked, hit him, moved up with Stormcaller. Hit him. I borrowed some Stormcallers from their single player to fill out the list. Then I moved up with Siege. No, I couldn't get an angle with Siege because he like tiered it. He was smart at that time, but I came around. And then my long gunner, but I dropped the foxhole on the other side, so my long gunners could get up and get a full CRA into him. And those CRAs never miss. Oh, 1 in 36 times they miss because you have to roll double 1 basically, because your rat goes up to like. Well, a rat goes up to 15, and so a 3 is, you have to have a defense higher than 18. If your defense is higher than 18, then the CRA might miss more than just an auto miss because you roll double 1. Anywho, I hit him, killed him, game was over, and I had 29 seconds left on my clock. It was a pretty epic game, went back and forth. It was almost like disappointing for both of us because it's just what should have happened didn't happen, and it was frustrating. I was glad that I got the victory in the end, though. Next game, I fought against Dave, against his Trollbloods, and he was a bit different. He had a bit more range. He had like those little guys that can like burrow in the ground. There's like this little like eye, like I don't know what they do. Then they jumped, and then they popped out like way farther than I thought they would, and they charged my guys, and it was awful. And he had this guy, like assassin guy, he like moved and like jumped and assassinated my Journeyman Warcaster like turn 1 or turn 2. And then he like jumped and killed my gun mage captain dead. Oh yeah, my second list I brought Darius with 4 heavy jacks at 35 points. I had 4 heavy jacks, Journeyman Warcaster, gun mage captain adept, Arlen, Strange Ways, and I think that was it. So it's just like, boom! Defender on my Journeyman, and then what else did I have? Centurion, Ironclad, and Stormclad. I really need to get some Storm Blades for my Stormclad, so they can run up and he can be a lot more focus efficient. Although it's pretty sweet when you have somebody with +2 armor and immune to knockdown, as well as everyone beside him and base to base with him. And then you add the +3 armor from Arcane Shield from the Journeyman onto another jack, and you run them up and base to base, and you're just like, uh-oh, and then you kill everybody. But anyways, what happened was he started killing people, then I started killing people, and it was just a game of attrition. We just keep on hitting back and forth and back and forth. And then he ran out of time. It was pretty even back and forth, to be honest. Like, it wasn't really clearly in anyone's favor. There's no objective points taken. But so I won my second game in a row. So it wasn't a big tournament, not too many people there. And so the game was going to end right away. Why do I suck at painting orcs now? It's like such a different style. I forgot all the little tricks they use like on the teeth. Anyways, last game, I was against Retribution. Oh, Retribution is strong, crazy. I don't remember the caster's name, but they had a bajillion infantry. He moved up, then I moved up, and he feeded, because I killed like 7 of his guys, and he had like all these souls. He had like 13 focus, feeded, teleported forward, charged forward, incorporeal. None of my guys had magical melee weapons, at least. I had a few magical range weapons, right? So I like could deal with it. But then he just comes up and just beats my Warcaster to death, and he died, even though he was Darius and he was really strong. And he had like 3 or 4 focus on him. And so it's just like, just wail on him, like boosting hit, boosting. He just so much focus, and it was just like, it was kind of a cheesy move. I was a little bit disappointed. I mean, he earned the victory, no joke. Like I should have asked, what does your Warcaster's feat do? I asked, what does this guy do? What do these guys do? What do these guys do? Okay, we're ready to start the game. I didn't ask about the Warcaster, the most important part where everything revolves around. I felt silly. But anyways, because I'm an employee, I can't win anything anyways. But I placed pretty well in the tournament. I was happy with my standings, even though I didn't get 1 point. Besides winning the games, I didn't get any points throughout the games at all. It was good times nonetheless. I think I'm gonna have to paint this guy at home. It's not working here. He's getting there. He's getting there. He's almost done. I'm not sure. Now that he has like the bubonic brown, I'm almost thinking he needs like a different yellow. He needs more of a bad wounds yellow, or whatever the new yellow is called now. I can't keep up with the new paints. I might just scrap the paint job on this guy, except maybe his skin. Gotta go. Ooh, I've read 1 comment this whole time. We've been going for like 25 minutes. Solo 25. Get Thunderhead. No. Actually, I probably will. Not yet, though. Not yet. He's so expensive. I realize he's super strong. And I want to build a pure heavy Warjack list, melee orientated, with Darius, with his tiered list. So I just bought, ooh, the blue guys that are not painted are more, oh yeah, so new buys. Ariana and Holt, those are painted, awesome. They need to be based. So those are new. I now have 2 minimum squad of Sword Knights. So this is what I was thinking. I'm like, all right, so in order to get Darius's tier list, I need 2 squads of Sword Knights. But at 35 points, you don't really need 2 full squads of Sword Knights. It's almost like overdoing it, because they're not that good. They're more like tar pit units, you know, and they're more useful when you have ranged army almost, because you like go and hit them. But at the same time, okay, so I'm thinking, okay, so you 2 minimum squads, and then you get a unit attachment for free. And so I was thinking, okay, so if I want to bring 1 full squad, and I'm not going to bring Darius's tiered list all that often. I will every once in a while though. For sure, I want to try it out, because you get like a unit attachment for free. That's 2 points, and then every heavy is 1 point less. So if you bring like 4 heavies or even 3 heavies, that's 5-6 points free that you get in the list, even though you're forced to take 2 units of Sword Knights, even though you really want 1. And then for the times that normally that I just want to bring 1 unit of Sword Knights and I max it out, and I can bring the UA or not, I have all the models. Because I don't really see the time when I would, unless it's like 100 points. But then I have so much other stuff I can bring, it's fine. So I can just bring 1 full squad of Sword Knights, which is only 6 points, like to bring, which is awesome. And I have all of them. And then I only have like 2 extra Sword Knights, right? Because I get 6, and 6 minus 2 is 10, which is a full unit. So I just take out the unit leader and 1 of the extra guys, and I change all their arms, and some of them are weird. They're like charging like this, and like their shields like I don't know what they're doing. They're like shield bashing someone behind them, like not protecting themselves at all. They should be like this. I don't know. Or I guess that's left hand, right hand. Some of them look somewhat silly, and then some of them are like... But I think they all look more or less different, though, which is important to me. And since they only give you 2 variants, right? Because they give you 1 unique one, and then 2 variants, and then I guess 3... I don't know. They're all there, so eventually I'll probably get Thunderhead, but he's kind of at the bottom of the list right now. Even though he fits into Darius' tier list. We'll see. Alright, time to take the tape off this. As I am, Infinite Freedom, you should get a Hunter or some Minuteman. Hunter, done, I am. We think alike, my good friend. Yes, I've been thinking about Hunter for a long time, and because I've been kind of wanting to switch to a melee-orientated Signar list, because it's a lot more fun. Like, I can do melee. I mean, I can do ranged. You just jump around and just sit back and like set up your... No! Glue! Come off, glue. Oh, why is there a fingerprint there? That looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'll show you guys in a sec, don't worry. Minutemen, yes. So Minutemen are you know, all about getting up in their face as well. And with their jump, you can get it pretty close, and then you double tap with their awesome gun, even though it's like super low ranged. You can jump into some weak infantry, do your flak crazy attack, and then buy some range attacks against something close by. And power 14 is nothing to scoff at. Again with the glue. Ouch, damn glue. Okay. Collect Lord of the Rings, they're awesome! My brother really likes Lord of the Rings. He doesn't understand why more people don't collect Lord of the Rings. I've never been a fan of it. Like, I love Lord of the Rings. I read the Lord of the Rings books every summer. I'm halfway through the Silmarillion right now, then I read The Hobbit, and then I read all 3 books in the trilogy, Lord of the Rings. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan and you haven't read The Hobbit and or the Silmarillion, you should get on that, because they're amazing. Fantastically stupendous, even. Halen524. My guess is that the 7 has something to do with the Stormblades or King Leto. Oh, on the Stormclad? Yeah. Don't know how to run my Fletch. I like my Stormclad. Works great with Stormblades for free focus. I know. I need to get Stormblades. Also, if they have the UA and weapon attachment ability, they make 11 power 12 AoE 3 range attacks. And if you drop positive charge in a Stormclad, you can cut through half an army with them alone. That is true. Although what I was thinking is, what if I cast Snipe on them? Then you could like attack, because they have assault, right? So they assault and it's like, that looks cool. All right. It's like a fighter bomb. It's like a fighter jet from like World War II or something, like fanciness. Oh, I'm so excited to finish painting this up. Don't you want to just be like... Oh, where's the bomb? Where's the bomb? There it is. There goes the Land Raider, you dead. Okay, that's enough of my juvenile exploits. I need to go show Chris this. He was very excited. He was like, oh, you gotta like do different colors, and he like drilled out my like gun builds. He's like, oh, this Dremel tool. He's like he just helps. I think because of him, everyone in MiniWarGaming just have such better painted models. Because we didn't really grow up so much doing it, but like, you know, we're not as dedicated because we're somewhat new to the hobby, considering in MiniWarGaming. Compared to a lot of people, Chris has been doing it for years and years. And so he just inspires us to not cut corners. and do the best of our abilities. But anyways, yeah. If you go snipe, then you assault forward, and you don't get there. If you hit with one, you get like all these auto hits and all these AoE, just like you just annihilate a squad that they didn't think were in range. So that's pretty awesome. And then if you bring like also new model. Man, I am everywhere today. I can't even. I got, what is his name? Runewood. Elaine Runewood. He's like a sword knight. He's like a fancy sword knight. He goes all Sword Knight's Reform, so after they complete an action, they can advance 3 inches. Huzzah! So like, if you kill the front line of infantry, like you can move up, or move the base to base to, you know, for next round of attack defensively, or line up again and, you know, block line of sight. Like you can do so much with it. Or like you're moving up the board, you don't want to run for whatever reason. Why wouldn't you want to run? I don't know, but you can advance and then just move 3. I'm pretty sure.